It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up. He'll drop to throw. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he is very close to the 1st down. But eyeball, he is shy of it. They say it's 4th and inches.
I don't know, but let me tell you, if I see her up there, she will get thrown off.
A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line.
I got fucking claw marks.
Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be let out by their rookie quarterback taken in the 3rd round of this past April's draft.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw, or just thinking, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most. This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They will run it over center with Hall. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Not that big a deal.
Give up the middle with Hall. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. They motion the slot man left. He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get...
The ball comes out. The defense has got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Tight end going in motion here. Up the middle they go. And he'll be taken down. From the 1-yard line. First down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Wizards. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're trying to hold on to the football this time. Had the fumble on the opening possession, which led to a touchdown. So they trail early as they get it back, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run here with Hall. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Whoa! Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yardage. 2nd and 11. He's going to keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. but it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Wizards offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Now they'll run. It's a counter. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. They'll stick with him again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. 3rd down, 3 to go. Slot man in motion right. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Paris 1st down.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Wizards.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll find Hall out of the backfield.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. 3rd down. I My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The extra point, up and good. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Wizards offense ready to get back at it. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. The throw on the run is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the first down at the 49-yard line. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate.
And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The kicking team on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will take a 21-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Back to the air one more time. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll go again with Hall. So, and hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run. This is Hall. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
They'll look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got it! And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Seahawks. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. It is a touchdown. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Wizards are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Now, faking the give. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll look underneath for Hall. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Hall. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Seahawks will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Well, Wizards offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Give them 18 yards on that one and a first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now give on the ground, trying to get to the edge. He will not get there. As a matter of fact, he was taken down behind the line. And that brings up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. Well, Seahawks offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run here with Hall, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here now, 3rd and 5. McBride is the motion man. That is intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Now a 3rd and 2. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Taking off. A big play there on the scramble. And even 30 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it to the end zone there, but it is incomplete. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Hall. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Hall from the pistol. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. They will run it over center with Hall. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Seattle.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Seahawks.
On the run, here's Hall. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
12 more yards. And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Another run here with Hall. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 31.
Here's Hall. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Give up the middle with Hall. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 3.
So it's a win here for the Seahawks. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later.